It's June 30th, 2013. We're gathered here at the Opportunity Center in Lexington, Nebraska, and we're staging for the parade in downtown Kearney. Every spot has a number. We are number 16. And Rosie is running like a charm, purring like a kitten. And over there we've got Mark in the 64 Mercury Comet. Mark's been traveling with us since wine country in Oakland. Great guy.
It was a whole 42.
Here we are. Hurry up and wait. The story of our trip. Got some announcements, and then we are on the road.
Same thing.
I am so pleased to announce our escorts into Kearney. This is the American Veterans Motorcycle Club.
Woo! Yay! Woo! And we're off. Escorts are gone. Here we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. This is the coolest thing ever. Here we go.
What's our place in line, Jackie?
We are number 16. We are driving through Lexington. Getting closer to Kearney. Check out those hay bales right on the side of the road. Here we go. On the road we go.
You see them all?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You think it's still? Overton Bridge.
Nice.
Right there, that white car. See you?
There they are. Waiting for us. Woohoo!
We can walk down there and I'll drive. You can walk down and the girls can help you go down there and I'll come down. We'll load up. You've been waiting for this for a year.
3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. I better get out of here because I got to get downtown.
Thank you so much, sweetie.
I bet you are.
Here we are at Buckle Screen Printing, all lined up, ready to rock and roll down the bricks of Kearney. Woo!
I heard you had a wreck on the road or something like that. It took me a while to figure it out. I wasn't sure until he said I was out. The East Coast.
East Coast tour, here they come. That's really awesome.
Oh, it's a Tucker. Those are awesome. They're an engine. What? They only made like 5 questions. Too far away. So what? What do you mean not yet? No.
Parade starts in about 10 minutes. All the old cars are hoping they don't overheat. Hello, girls! Wave to the camera!
I blame it on her.
Okay.
She's now in the grave. She can't come back at me.
Oh.
That's my credit.
Oh, that's nice. Nice. I approve.
Yeah, you got
See,
that.
I got a necklace on here.
Oh, see, there you go. There you go. Her favorite necklace we picked up at Disneyland.
Yeah. They have some nice stuff.
Disgusting. And the only reason why I allowed her to pick up the necklace at Disneyland is because
There's quite a few funny guys here.
There's a big I'm a model railroader. I have many afflictions. Model railroading is one of them.
I collect giraffes.
See? We all have afflictions.
No, I'm just going to make damn sure it doesn't.
Okay, coming up, we have something kind of special here. 1934 Fresh Liner Victoria Tudor hardtop, owned by David Lee and Jackie Greer from Concord, California. It was driven here by them from California. They are accompanied by Rebecca and Courtney Lee, also in the car at the age of 91 years old. And Kearney residents Doris Murray. Doris was raised on a farm with her grandparents Martin and Denny Fleck, homesteaded in 1892 near Axtell.
Huh? We made it. Can't believe we're here. Lincoln Highway.
We made it!
Yay! There's the Lincoln Highway sign. See that? That's great. Hey, Lincoln!
That was quite popular. If you want to see the inside of it, it's all wainscoted. It's spectacular inside.
Where are they?
They're over there somewhere.
There's Dudley.
There's John! Lincoln Highway.
We made it! I didn't hear what he
There's some local folks for you. Okay, coming up next.
Those be the last ones anyway.
We're on the bricks, Central Avenue, turning on 24th. Look at the crowd.
Lincoln.
We're on the bricks of Kearney, and this is where the parade was, down the street. Here we are, downtown Kearney on the bricks. And this is Sarah from the Visitors Bureau, who I've been speaking with for the last year, trying to get different details. She's been so helpful. Here. Thanks. Lincoln Highway, Central Avenue, Kearney, Nebraska. Here's Rosie on the bricks of Kearney, Central Avenue. And if you notice, there are little cement markers in the bricks, cement bricks, different color, to show the Model A's where to park back in the day. Here we are for cocktail hour, and then we're going to have our goodbye dinner. They've got Lincoln Highway markers out for us. We're at the Kearney Convention Center.
Entire mess, and my wife likes to frequently blame me for the idea. So anyhow, who else?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you always know we never say goodbye, we just say see you later. So, one announcement. You are going on the return tour back to San Francisco. Make sure you get with me before you leave. I've just got a couple of markups for your driving instructions. So, tonight, we try to give out an award every year, or every time we do something like this, and they did it 10 years ago with a lot of crazy stuff. So, Rosemary and I were talking, well, it turned out we both came up with the same idea, so it must be bad. And what it is we've decided to give out a Lincoln Highway Perseverance Award. And as you all know, whether you're on the East Tour or the West Tour, and you start to think about what people did, how they persevered to get across the country, and how the Lincoln Highway Association itself persevered to get the damn road in, and how we persevere and continue to just carry this whole project forward. So, I need two couples to come up. I'd like to have Jack and Marilyn Fletcher come up, and I'd like to have David Lee and Jackie Farrar.
Oh my God, can you record?
It's on record right now. Keep it on,
So both of these couples on the West Tour were driving certainly many people's favorite cars. Jack and Marilyn had this gorgeous 1961 Lincoln Continental suicide door sedan, the most spectacular Lincoln you've ever seen. And those of you who looked on the website and saw the pictures of the cars, you saw David and Jackie's 53 Ford Crestliner with the Continental kit they call Rosie, and you saw it under construction. And then we switched out the photo after they had it repainted. And Sally Hoprich on our tour, she says that car is sassy. Okay. Sexy? Oh, there's an X in that, sexy. I didn't say sassy. Okay, so here's what happened with these two couples. The 1953 Ford vapor locked at Tippett Ranch and had to be put on Doug's truck. And they got it to the next stop and it cooled down, they could get it started. The 1953 Ford vapor locked pulling the grade on Dugway Pass out in the middle of the desert. And did you get towed over the hill on that one?
We did.
Somebody in their car, tell them, how'd you get over the hill?
Oh, it was Susan.
Okay, well, Paul Hoprich hooked up their SUV and towed them over the pass. And if you see the pass, I mean, it's like long, long trailer on the other side. It is down, so they get a rolling start. The 1961 Lincoln blew a brand new rear tire out in the desert as we made the corner on Skull Valley Road right next to the Dugway Proving Ground. And I mean, blew the tire, chewed it up. The 1953 Ford vapor locked for a third time, the same day, pulling the pass at Fisher Pass. And Sue Marks, who's here, happened to spend a long time at Orr's Ranch. She just was the last one through. Saw them stuck, and she had to drive until she got cell phone reception. Then come back and tell them. So here we had somebody relay phone calls out in the desert because the phone is not consistent. Okay, then the next day, the 1961 Lincoln climbing the grades out of Echo Canyon, crossing the state line in Wyoming, and the engine caught fire. And I can't believe this happened, but in a very short time, they got that car on a trailer, and their son left Chicago with a beautiful 1996 Lincoln, drove their other car across the country, got to them, and to Cheyenne. And how from Chicago to Cheyenne, maybe how many hours? Straight through. To get mom and dad a car and trailer that 61 Lincoln back to Chicago to get it fixed. 1953 Ford vapor locked a fourth time in downtown Laramie because we had pulled some grains out of Medicine Bow and it got to where it was slow. And I want Jackie to share the story of what happened there, because this is something else.
Okay, so, no, I won't cry. So the car started to go chug, 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 you know, it started to stop. And then, so we pulled over to the curb as it died. And all of a sudden, we see Bob come out from the Travel Inn. He owns the place. He starts talking to us, finds out we're having a problem. So Bob comes out, so we're talking to Bob, and then we decided to move the car in the shade in front of the Travel Inn. So we pushed the car in front of the Travel Inn in the shade. All right, we'll let the car cool off. Well, Bob says, is there anything else I can do to help you? And we said, well, we need to cool off the fuel pump. Thank you. So we didn't have any ice. So Bob said, my ice machine is broken. So he said, well, take some cold water. So he said, okay, I have a vase. He comes out with a vase of cold water. Then he comes out with an ice chest that someone had left in their room, this beautiful, huge styrofoam ice chest. He said, maybe you can go to the restaurant next door and they'll give you some ice. So Mark, I want to thank Mark Helling for going with me to the restaurant next door while David stayed with the car. We went next door to Qdoba, and we walked in. We said, could we please have some ice? Our car's broken down. As much as you can give us, even just a little bit. He said, I'll fill it up for you. So he comes back with a full cooler of ice. We took it back to the car. So talk about people helping people on the Lincoln Highway. We had Bob from the Travel Inn, Aaron from Qdoba. Never met these people before. We've been traveling with Mark. He's been helping us out. It's been wonderful.
Well, if that's not enough, the 1953 Ford has to have fuel pump electrical repair and had to go to the shop in Cheyenne. Yes, sir. Okay. So I'm thinking, what kind of, we're on the road. I can't go to a trophy shop. What kind of award can I give them? Well, it turns out in the desert, I was right behind Jack. I'm in a 2012 Mustang convertible. Thank God the top wasn't down because it's dusty out there. When the tire exploded and we got out of the car, here's the sidewall of the tire. Now that tire tread does have we call sacred Lincoln Highway dirt on it. Alkali dust from the desert. So, this is a new tradition. What we're going to do is I'm awarding Jack Fletcher for right now the Lincoln Highway Perseverance Award, which is this tire tread. Now, he is now going to start the tradition because he is going to award this to David and Jackie.
Before I award this to David and Jackie, I want to say one thing. We had problems with our car, but we will forget about those and we will always remember the treasures we met on this trip, which is the people we traveled with. Thank you all very much for your assistance and help. Cheers until the next Lincoln Highway tour.
So what's going to happen is they're going to keep that in Concord, California. We'll stay in touch. And that will get passed on with gratitude. So it looks like we might do something in 2 years. If Jackie and Lee are with us, or David will with us, they'll bring it along. If not, I'll make sure I get it. So be prepared. You might be the next owner of Jack Fletcher's sidewall for the 61 Lincoln. And with that, I get to close, and all we say is happy trails to you until we meet again.